Next at 10:30, brand new interviews and never before televised classic footage on VH1's new special, Beatles Today. Then at 11, the Stones, The Who, Eric Clapton, John Lennon and more in Rock and Roll Circus.
In this All Beatles video collection, you are going to see rare performances from the Fabs, including All You Need Is Love, Hey Jude, and a clip from Let It Be. John Fugelsang, and welcome to the Beatles Video Collection. Now, few would have thought that the Beatle invasion could possibly happen twice. In the early 60s, the Fabs dominated the radio and charts with a string of hits that changed the way rock and roll was played, produced, and heard. Amazingly, however, over the last year, the band has come back again. With the success of the Anthology series, the group is the first act in American history to have 3 albums debut at #1 during a 12-month period. And they're all double CDs, by the way. Now, these double CDs offer old and new fans wonderful outtakes and great views of works in progress. And the video anthology is equally impressive, a 10-hour visual documentary that proves the Beatles to be pioneers of music video. Now, way before videos became prominent marketing tools, the Beatles were filming their own music clips and sending them out around the world to satisfy their fans. In fact, our first song, All You Need Is Love, made its premiere to a then-record 400 million TV viewers. It was all part of a live international television spectacular called Our World, and the Beatles were chosen to represent Britain on the show, and John and Paul specifically penned the song for the program. Plus, as an added bonus, many of the Beatles' friends dropped by, including Eric Clapton, Marianne Faithfull, and Mick Jagger. See how many you can pick out. Now, this song eventually did appear on the Magical Mystery Tour album, and by the way, this video is the colorized version. It originally aired in black and white. Here's the Beatles in full flower power regalia with All You Need Is Love. The Beatles reunion began back in 1994 when Paul, George, and Ringo got together with producer Jeff Lynne to try and turn one of the late John Lennon's unfinished tapes into a full-blown Beatles track. Now, Free as a Bird is the Beatles reunion that was never supposed to happen. Check out the way this video offers a mini history of the band. It's got all kinds of references to Beatles songs and Beatle history, from Liverpool's Cavern Club to the Blue Meanies from Yellow Submarine. And keep an eye open for the pretty nurse selling poppies from a tray from Penny Lane. Also watch out for people carrying pictures of Chairman Mao, the paperback writer, Bungalow Bill, a newspaper taxi, Hey Bulldog, 2 references to She's Leaving Home, and if you don't blink, you'll catch Why Don't We Do It in the Road. Keep an eye out for that one. Here's the band's first new song in 25 years. Coming up, we'll see the Beatles video and hear the Beatles song that spent the most time at the top of the charts in America, 9 weeks.
This weekend, everywhere you look on VH1, you'll see a legend. The Beatles, Janis Joplin, Marvin Gaye, Led Zeppelin, Michael Jackson, Curtis Mayfield, Tina Turner, James Taylor, the Eagles, Elton John, The Grateful Dead, Jimi Hendrix, Bob Marley, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Queen. Concerts, interviews, documentaries, the works. This 2-day gathering of legendary proportions is presented by AT&T, and it's only on VH1 all this weekend.
Here's the thing. Most long-distance plans, very complicated.
Oh, yeah.
But the AT&T one-rate plan, very simple.
How simple?
Calls from home are one low rate all the time.
How much?
It's 15 cents a minute to anybody in America at any time.
And this is AT&T?
That's right.
One rate all the time?
Exactly.
Is there any time when this is not the rate?
There is no time when this is not the rate.
I don't get it.
Am I just being unclear?
No restrictions, no games. The AT&T one-rate plan.
Footaction. Footaction to me is working to...
I hate it. I hate the way it looks, and I hate the way it smells. Listen, there's no mystery in this hazard, except, why do you do it?
Global warming, carbon monoxide, air pollution. We're killing this planet, 1 mile at a time. Let your elected officials know you demand fuel-efficient cars and drive less. Because if we don't stop driving like hell on wheels, it's going to be hell on Earth. A message from the Greenhouse Crisis Foundation.
Welcome back to VH1's Video Collection. I'm John Fugelsang. Now, there aren't a whole lot of music fans out there who do not know this next song. When Hey Jude came out in '68, the Beatles were considered rock's elder statesmen, even though they were in their late 20s at the time. Every new release was a highly anticipated event, especially Hey Jude, which was the band's first song on the newly formed Apple label. Now, at 7+ minutes, with a full orchestra and background singers, the track's finale is one of the best-known refrains in all music. Now, John initially thought Paul wrote Hey Jude for him in support of his new relationship with Yoko. But McCartney says he had John's son Julian in mind. In fact, legend has it the song was originally called Hey Jules. Here are the Beatles getting by with a little help from their friends. This is Hey Jude. Coming up, we move closer to the band's final days together with a look at a pair of old friends harmonizing on one of the quieter tunes from Let It Be.
Two of us wearing raincoats, standing so low in the sun.
Footaction. Footaction to me is working to be the best all-around guard in the league. Best defender. Best rebounder. Best passer.
Footaction's also where to get the Air Flight Max from Nike.
Best shooter. Did I mention best rebounder?
For every action, there's Footaction.
Night on the town? That's easy. Weekend in the Caribbean? That takes finesse. Softness from a conditioner? That's easy. Softness and body? That takes finesse. With 2 conditioners, one that penetrates for softness, one that evaporates and lifts for body, for fuller, more beautiful hair. Softness? That's easy. Softness and body?
That takes finesse.
You know, I have been trying to explain this new AT&T one-rate plan.
Hey, I am tired of all these little phone companies, people you never heard of.
No, this is AT&T.
They say big discounts, but who can tell with all the restrictions?
No restrictions. Calls from home, a one low rate, all the time.
Yeah, but only to certain people or certain times.
No, 15 cents a minute to anybody in America, anytime.
And I get this from AT&T?
Yes.
I don't know.
I thought I was doing so well.
No restrictions, no games. The AT&T one-rate plan.
Yeah. Open up, darling. Your hunk of burning love is here.
The champagne's not Corbel.
Well, he's the one that's going to be missing out right there, hunk of burning love and champagne's not Corbel. Well, sure.
Corbel, for people who know champagne.
The diamond engagement ring. How else could 2 months' salary last forever?
The pen is mightier than the... Okay, it's a sharp fighting thingy.
Sword!
Yeah, play taboo and get them to guess the secret word. Just don't use any taboo game clues.
All right, on your midsection. An innie or an outie?
Belly button. Yeah. When it's taboo, what else can you say?
Cappuccino.
New amaretto cappuccino from Maxwell House.
There's no such thing as a replacement for good exercise. People who are so concerned about their diet but don't exercise are making a big mistake. The Health Rider is a darn easy way to do it. You just get a total body workout, and that's what raises metabolism, and that's what burns calories. You know what bothers me is that with all the machines that are out there, they're all doing their best to tell one lie after another about, wow, this machine's better than that machine. They go on and on and on and on. And in the end, there's something that they can't argue about, which is this is the best systemic total body workout since the swimming pool was invented. You can't find anything any better.
Get a genuine Health Rider and a $100 bonus by calling now. Order your Health Rider and receive a gift offer worth $100 off any item in the Health Rider gift catalog or at one of our stores. Choose from products like a Tanita body fat scale, a Bose sound system, or a Juice Man juicer. This is a limited time offer, so call right now and order.
Welcome back to the Beatles Video Collection on VH1. I'm John Fugelsang. Now, the music the Beatles recorded for what would be their last released studio album, Let It Be, was a lot simpler than the experiments of Sgt. Pepper's, Magical Mystery Tour, or the White Album. Here, for example, is a tune that has almost kind of an Everly Brothers feel to it. And the Beatles were only a week away from filming their final concert together on the roof of Apple Studios when this song was cut. Tension may have been high during the recording, but both John and Paul are very convincing in their harmonies as they sing McCartney's tale of cooperation, This Is Two of Us. Well, the guys may have grown a little bit frustrated with each other in the late 60s. However, in the mid-90s, the three surviving Beatles got together to bring us their Anthology series. But you know what? The fans couldn't get enough of the Anthology series, and here's a reason why. Starting with one of the last tunes written by John Lennon, the rest of the Beatles built a terrific new track called Real Love, which originally appeared in the John Lennon biopic Imagine. It was a very spare acoustic guitar version. You can hear it on the soundtrack to that film, Imagine John Lennon. Thank you very much for joining us on the Beatles Video Collection. This is Real Love.
Next, at 11, it's The Stones, The Who, Eric Clapton, John Lennon, and more in the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus. Then at 12:30, VH1 special Beatles Today. And at 1, more John and Yoko Ono on Archives.